Hope you're doing well today, man.
I'm doing well. I just got off work. Got an energy drink on my desk. Gonna have
me
great
too.
Call of Duty
Solid.
going for us. We've got a couple matches for you here tonight on our stream, and as you can see on your screen as well, we do have a B stream going as well over at NOLA Flight GG on Twitch. They will have 3 matches tonight, and then we will have one more match tomorrow night for our grand final, and that will be, I believe it will be on the AWL mainstream as well, and I will be there for that, I believe. If not, you'll have some other fantastic casters, but we're gonna have a great set a couple matches here as we get into who our featured player is for this first match. Remember, we have Sway Ladies versus House of Elves, and we're gonna look at what Sway is going to be bringing tonight. They have been coming out flying here in the FPC early on in the year.
Yeah, they've been coming out flying. You got this roster of Fiddle. You got Azura Anarchy as well. A player that's definitely worth paying attention to. The big question is, can they clutch up here in the open? That is my question, considering they have done so well in the past. They're definitely slated to do well in this. And House Elves, on the other hand, not an official organization, but a team of some women coming here to play today. They've also been in the FPC, consisting of Kit, Beauty, Skies, and Jada. Skies like on New York subliners, but not quite. It's the alternate version. We'll see if the caliber matches, but can they turn up against an established roster? I think that's the big question for them in this matchup. You've got two different teams that have lots of different stories, but both played in the FPC in the past, and we've got Fiddle. That is our featured player, front desk lady of this matchup for the Sway Ladies side. She's definitely been lighting things up in the FPC.
Yeah, she definitely has. Her and with her teammates is, I've known FDL for quite a while. She'll straight up tell you she just likes to fill those lanes, pick up those open areas and put her teammates in good spots, and allow players like Anarchy and Lily to really kind of take a lot of that limelight. But that's not to take anything away from how high quality of a player front desk lady is. I mean, she's incredible. I played with her last year a little bit, and just what she brings to a team is so integral. She's got those great comms. She's a very positive person. So we're going to be looking forward to seeing how she plays tonight. But also, you look at the players on the side of House of Elves. You've got Skies Emmy, who's everybody knows her. They love her. She's an incredible player. She's grown so much in the last year. So I'm looking forward to seeing how she does heading into this one as well. Here's your maps on your screen for the match this evening. We have Fortress Hardpoint, then we're going to go to a Fortress S&D, Hotel Control, Hotel Hardpoint, and finish it off with a Hotel Search and Destroy. Epiphany, where are you looking for these teams here heading into this map set?
Well, yeah, you got a 3-night stay at Hotel, but first on Fortress we go. Hardpoint S&D, two very different modes on the same small map. And, when I look at the vetoes down below, Mercado, and I actually believe this might be a pre-made map set, so I think the vetoes actually are irrelevant here. I'm pretty sure no vetoes happen. I could be right, I could be wrong. Regardless of what happened, this is going to be an interesting one. Mercado, Embassy, Fortress, the veto on the left side for Sway Ladies. I just got that confirmed. That those are actual vetoes. Fortress did get vetoed. That was for Search and Destroy. Now, first Search and Destroy is on Fortress, so it makes me curious about Sway Ladies. Are they going to do well on that first S&D or not? We'll have to see. But then you look over towards the other side, Hydro, and then a CeeLo. So it rounds out to Hotel. And for the side of House Elves, not a single one of the maps that they got vetoed got in anywhere in the series, so I feel a bit more confident for them when it comes to raw map set. But on the other hand, we know how good Sway Ladies are, and I think that they can definitely be successful here as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if I know anything about these Sway Ladies, it's that they are the respawn queens. I mean, any respawn, any map, it does not matter. They are going to be heavily favored. Not that they're a bad Search and Destroy team by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, Merity's got that incredible sniper rifle shot. Anarchy's well known for her S&D prowess as well. So, I mean, and at front desk lady, she's been grinding the wager scene. So, not that that there any weakness in that Search and Destroy game mode, but I mean, if you watch those ladies play, a hard point, I mean, it's a masterclass every single time. So, House of Elves, you're gonna have to it's gonna have to come through a 2-3-5, I believe. I don't think you're gonna be able to take multiple respawns. You're gonna have to get creative. I'm looking towards that map 3 Hotel. You can make some things happen. We've seen a lot of, just in the last one of the last couple matches I casted, we saw NOLA Flight take down Fort Worth Element on Hotel Control, where they hadn't lost it yet. So that's a map where you can make some things happen. Along with that Fortress, if you get on a good roll, you can reel off a lot of time early on in that map. So, I mean, if you're House of Elves, you're looking at those two maps really early on. And if you get down 2-0, you let these Sway Ladies get too much momentum, they could run away with it early.
Yeah, they can run away with it. I think when you look at this map set, you look at the Fortress Hardpoint Kickoff, it's one of those quick start kind of maps. If you're able to get the ball rolling and get the fuel pumping, you're able to really, really have some good momentum moving forward within the series. So I'm very curious to see if they're going to be able to do that. I look towards those P2 rotations, maintaining those spawns, grabbing those spawns. I also look over towards that P3, another big money hill. There's a lot of instances in where those rotations on this map, and therefore the kills become so increasingly important for your ability to make a solid rotation, to get that time going, and of course get that score line going in your favor and extend that margin.
Yeah, absolutely. And, when you're talking about rotations on Fortress, you're really looking at a lot of mid-map control and who's able to catch some of those crazy timings that you get in those weird spawns that you get, especially on that P2, like you were mentioning. Who's going to be able to maximize that P1 street spawn that you get towards the middle / end of that P2 hill and be able to take control of the middle of the map and create those lanes for your teammates to get through. I'm curious to see how that goes as well. But then you go to the search and destroys. I mean, you're talking about a player in Emmy who's known for carrying the bomb, being a dynamic in the search and destroy game modes, creating those opportunities for her teammates to do so well. I'm looking towards House of Elves on that Fortress search and destroy. Show us something different, maybe something that we don't normally see. Throw Sway off of their game, because they are a team that has played together for a while. They're very comfortable with each other. They know how to communicate. They know how to work the map together. So you've got to show them something different to get them off their game.
Yeah, I think so as well. We'll see how we do. We're just going to kick these matches off here relatively soon. We'll see how things go. Again, another point. Definitely very curious to see how Sway Ladies do. Are they going to come out with that same dominance, or is the makeshift roster of House Elves going to really, really shake things up? We'll see how it goes, folks. I think we're going to toss it to a quick break while we get this lobby good to go, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. It is time to get this one underway. Sway Ladies, House Elves. Let's kick it off, Luffy.
Yeah, we've got Albagra Fortress and Epiphany. You mentioned it just before the break. We've got we're looking towards those P2 and P3 rotations. Who can lock down the most time there? That'll set the tone for the rest of the map here and possibly the rest of this series. Looking towards the Sway Ladies, the Respawn Queens. They've set the pace in the FPC so far. They are currently undefeated with this House Elf squad. They're coming in. They've got some solid players, some players that maybe they don't, that Sway doesn't see every day. So let's see what they can make happen.
See what they can make happen. Let's kick it off. It's time to get this one underway. Sway Ladies, House Elves. The first match here on the A stream for the tournament. And, well, Sway Ladies already kicking things off with some initial time here on P1. But Beauty, she's trying to hit her out, but she gets taken down. And, well, Sway Ladies, so far, right now, the priority is keeping control of those spawns. But you got to worry about Kit Kat in the backside. That's going to be number 5 as she's going to try to get these spawns for her teammates, but so far so good. Time for Sway Ladies going on P1. As I say that, though, a little bit of a break comes through. House Elves trying to get back in this one. You can see the flip does come through, the spawn up coming through the same, and Sway Ladies, so far right now, it's all about trying to get some of that scrap time and majorly getting that rotation on over towards P2.
Yeah, that's House Elves coming out fast. They were able to flip those spawns. Look at that. That's all. That is a full setup coming through. Sway is spawning P3. You're going to have number 3. That's going to be Merity going to get taken down early. Emma with a nice spot down there in bottom art. Anarchy going to look to push through the front. Is able to take down one, and her teammates come in behind her as well. She's able to take down a second, able to take down a third, and destroys the trophy. She's got a 3 streak. Her first 3 kills of the map break open the P2 for her team, and now they're racking up the time.
Well, so far so good. Good time on P2 here. A little more than 30 seconds left to go in House Elves. Right now, the struggle is on the backside. You got to try to get the break on in, but Fiddle, she's going to shut you down at any chance she gets. But Emma able to win the gunfight on the stairwell. She gets in the time here, but Beauty still spawning out over towards P3. And then that means you're going to get that rotation locked in. You can see number 3, that's going to be Merity, just soaking some of that old time on P2. But again, the rotation, always the most important thing here, especially on this map. P3 locked in right now by House Elves, unless Fiddle can start to go wild. KitKat, though, trying to find the kills, able to find Anarchy, but not until Emma can find Fiddle. Is it going to be secured here for House Elves as Emma continues to fry? Merity trying to find her way through. As Sway Ladies, they consistently look to apply the pressure. Verity, the last woman up on the hill, the last one down. Sway Ladies, they find their way in.
Sway is just not afraid to break these hills. They go in right through the gate. Fiddle plays her life incredibly well, buys her teammates some time, and now they're racking in even more of this time. It's stretching out that early lead that they had. Merity playing her life in the hill very well. Fiddle, Lily combined for 2, and that's even more time going in favor of Sway. 4 down for Sway, and pressure out the middle of the map. That's Fiddle in top maps, jumps down, is able to get the last kill, as that's going to be a rotation. Scrap time in favor of House Elves, though, so they're going to rack up about 15 seconds of extra time, unless Merity has something to say about it. There it goes. She does take care of business there. Anarchy on the rotation in top part, looking to take care of Emma. Not able to do so, as Emma with a huge kill to keep a present there for her team, as KitKat and Verity in the back able to win some trades, but it's still Sway in the heart of it.
Talk about Sway, the hardpoint swaying into the hands of House Elves for now, as they're able to get the remaining 43 seconds here, barring a good break from Sway Ladies, which looks to be on its way as Fiddle kicks things off with a key kill. Azura Anarchy able to find another one. The trade's going back and forth, though, as continuously the pressure getting applied, starting to heat up as the hill, as Verity tries to play her life towards the top side. It's a difficult task, though, when you're completely pinched, and Lily PNG is going to take you down. That's a nice 2-piece. You get back on the hill. That should be a solid 17 or so for Sway. Now they're going to have to get that rotation. You can see Fiddle already making the work to have that happen as she tries to get things going over towards P5. House Elves already spawning towards P3. Now it's all about establishing the blender.
Very good objective efficiency coming in from Sway here early on in this map. Number 1 is it looks like the slaying is actually in favor of House Elves. However, the side of Sway have stretched out almost a 70-point lead. Anarchy with a huge 2-piece out of open, as it is still Sway in the hill, and that is Merity in bottom match collecting that hill time. Fiddle trying to take care of that one there, but Beauty takes her down. Beauty knowing exactly where Merity is. Emma on the pinch, and they're able to take care of her as well. More time coming back in favor of House Elves. However, it's Sway right back into the point. Anarchy with 2. Yes. With the pistol. She is absolutely frying.
Somebody shut down Anarchy. This is going to get real bad real quick. The shot's not quite in there. But now you see Beauty towards the top side trying to help out her teammates on the hill, which, by the way, going to make it so that they get the remaining scrap time. At least I thought. Never mind on that. It's a vacant hill. Look at the P1 rotation as well. Fiddle locking it down. House Elves spawning in the back. This is starting to run away real quick as Sway Ladies, they start to extend that margin. Beauty of big key kill onto Fiddle from the front side, but is that going to be enough to get on in? The answer for now is no. Lily still holding that front line, laying down the shots, keeping the spawns. This is where it starts to look brutal.
This is where it starts to look brutal. This is that vice grip that happens on Fortress hardpoint where you just get pinned in this P3 spawn and need somebody to make a play. Maybe it's Emma going on a pinch. They take down 3. Lily's the last one left on the double step. She gets taken down as well. And look at that. The play was made. The spawns have flipped. House Elves, they did exactly what they needed to do to get themselves back in this game, but now they need a full hold on this P2. But Anarchy trying to disrupt that. She gets one. However, Merity with a team kill, that's going to cause a lot of problems.
Yeah, that's going to cause a lot of problems, and now you see the rotation coming through as well. Merity going to get taken down from the backside. Lily, though, with the immediate trade, going to make it so that Sway Ladies have control of this hill. And, well, House Elves going to have to organize for the break on in as Anarchy looks to as well help with the hold of the time. Good shots in from the front side. It's Purple in the kill feed. House Elves continuously getting slayed out, not able to find their direction to the hill. And you can see Emma, the last woman standing towards the backside, as well going to drop the front line. Looking solid right now for Sway Ladies as they look to get the last 30 seconds.
That the last 30 seconds should be theirs unless Kit Kat goes absolutely bananas. Verity trying to make something happen, but it's Merity in the hill. She gets 2, and the rotation is in. The only person here for House Elves is going to be Beauty. She's able to take down 1, but Verity responds with 2 across the middle of the map. That is going to be rotation. Oh, no! Spawns come in at the front of the hill. Fiddle gets the spawn, and that's going to be a spawn flip in favor of Sway. What a lucky spawn there is. However, Emma on top circle, able to take down 2. They flip them back. Fiddle playing her life, able to get 2 more. But Verity with Verity with 1. It's Sway back. I don't even know what's happening. It's Fortress hardpoint all over again.
It's Fortress Hardpoint all over again, or maybe the first time around, but nonetheless, Sway Ladies, so far so good. About 20 seconds left to close out this map number 1, and it is looking slow for House Elves on the break as Merity frying on the front side. The rest of Sway Ladies putting in the work as well. Beauty able to find one, but not until she's put at bay. This is looking like a blowout on the first map. P3 is where Sway Ladies are going to win it.
I mean, just an absolutely dominant performance. After kind of that second hill early on, it was just every time Sway needed a kill, they were able to rack it in. I mean, it was Anarchy with the 2-piece with the pistol. It was Merity with the kills around the objective on P3 at least twice, if not 3 times. And then it was the spawns that came in for Fiddle on that last P3 rotation. I mean, just absolutely perfect hardpoint there coming out of Sway.
Absolutely perfect hardpoint. I love the rotations coming in. I love the way that the kills were going through. I think overall, House Elves, they just could not win the gunfights. It was constant Purple in the kill feed, which, by the way, if you're new to COD, you gotta win your gunfights. If you're dying in COD, it's probably not a good thing for you. So House Elves got to find a way to get the gunny up, otherwise it's simply just not going to go your favor. However, we are going to a search and destroy next. That's where things get a little bit different. It's maybe not all about the gunfights. You just got to win your routine, set yourself up for the win, and then if you don't win it at that point, I don't know what to say. At this point, though, it is really, really going to have to come down to the rebound for the side of House Elves.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to bounce back here pretty quickly. I mean, that's just, that's a map that you just got to kind of put in, put away. It happened, whatever. It doesn't matter anymore because guess what? You've got an S&D. The entire tempo of the match changes. You watch teams come back from getting 100-point clip and win an S&D every single day. So it's not out of the question, especially with the teamwork that we did see. I mean, they were really trying to work the map together. You didn't see a lot of individual plays being made. It was just, like you said, those gunfights that weren't being won. So turn those around. Maybe we can have ourselves an interesting search and destroy here. As long as, again, House Elves are able to throw in some of those interesting strategies that a somewhat of a pickup team can give you.
Yeah, I mean, I think overall, if you look at the way that Sway Ladies played that one out, it's just consistency across the board. It's skill across the board. I notably would look at Azura Anarchy and Fiddle as the big players in that one. They were both able to start going wild as that map continued to progress. Good P1 time. You're allowing Scrap to get through that just shouldn't. You're getting P2 time that you just should not when you don't have the rotations. It was on that first set that House Elves actually got those spawns, so I'm really worrying for them when it comes to the department of just holding a setup, because they literally had everything they needed to be successful on that P2 and then got broken. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how this one goes. But nonetheless, S&D, same map though. That's where it gets a bit dicey for the side of House Elves, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you're talking about those rotations and those setups. I mean, that's all search and destroy too, right? Like, you break them down, you get the info and see what you try and isolate that one player. I'm looking towards Emma to try and make some plays here, get her team back into it, get her team motivated, because if you know her, she's a very positive person, she's a very positive individual, going to try and keep her teammates motivated to keep going and trying to make something happen for her team. And I'm a big believer that it's never over until that last kill comes through. It's never over until that last second hits. So you can always come back. You can always make something happen. And I believe Emma and House Elves are the same way. But we are going to be looking at the upcoming LAN event here at the AWL. That is going to be in Irvine, California on March 18th and 19th. We also have NYXP Major 2 going on. Well, I believe it starts just this week, and there's matches going on most evenings, so be sure to catch those as well.
Yeah, when you look at the way that this is slated out, lots of fun events coming up. That Irvine should definitely be interesting. I'm curious to see kind of what AWO players will arrive at that LAN, what new faces will be there. So we'll see how that one goes. Obviously, LAN a completely different kind of slate and a different place to thrive or to fall. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if we prove the onliners wrong, or maybe just a little bit suspect on LAN, nonetheless, whatever it is. I feel like that's everything I see these days on Twitter, but we'll see how it goes. And Major 2 also on the horizon, so I'm curious to see what the players have been doing in this off time to kind of prepare for that. And to get things going, because we have just started kind of getting the matches rolling for that. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how things go. But right now, match at hand. Sway Ladies, House Elves. If Sway Ladies win this one, they move to round 2. There is an elimination part of this bracket. I will note that those aren't streamed, I believe, but that is an opportunity for House Elves to try to make a run. So let's take a look at that bracket, actually. Thank you, production. House Elves, they drop here, they go down to that round 1, of course, and they are going to end up playing the loser. I actually believe they'll get a bye there, and then they'll play the loser of Gangi versus if Sway Ladies win this one. So Sway Ladies versus Gangi, that'll definitely be an interesting one, because you might get that rematch with House Elves if Sway Ladies aren't able to close that one out. But Sway Ladies versus Gangi, going to be there before the winners finals, and then Audi versus We Shoot Back, 2 buys there. I couldn't tell you why House Elves and Sway Ladies is the only match in round 1 besides the rest being buys, but Audi and We Shoot Back, I think that those are probably 2 pretty good teams if they are able to get into this winners round 2 off the bat. So I think that it could get really tight as we continue in that upper bracket.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm looking towards Gangi, honestly. You look at the players that they have on their team, and Gabs, Bell, and Co. and over there. I mean, those are just if you've watched COD, women's COD at all, or FPC at all, you know that those are, and Taja. I mean, you're looking at 3 of the best that have ever picked up a controller. For Bell being Kremp's girlfriend. I mean, they're all through. All those girls are absolutely incredible. I believe Chloe is also playing on that roster. I could be wrong. That's usually that roster. So I'm looking forward to them to seeing that match versus Sway. If we do get to see that after this one, because that is going to be a banger of a series when we do get to see that at some point. I've seen it a couple times over in the FPC, and they are incredible. So I'm looking towards them for sure. And then you look at Audi, and they're a sneaky good team as well. A lot of those girls play on bases loaded over in the FPC, and they are incredible. So looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it. Let's see how things go. This one's going to heat up real quick. I have a feeling that's how things kind of tend to go. You talk about Fortress, and you talk about the way that this one can tend to play out. So definitely going to be interesting. But House Elves, I mean, I've seen it before, right? You can get smoked in a hard point and then come back in the search and destroy because of the strength that you truly have in the mode. It is the same map, though, so we'll see how things go as Fiddle tries to kick things off with a nice stun, a little bit of grenades, too. early information out, and Beardy just kind of playing towards that back stairwell. Right now, looking like a strong A-site defensive presence out of Sway Ladies, but we'll see what House Elves decide to do to get a pick. They're just playing inside of Art, full dominance. You trap Sway Ladies inside of A, though, and House Elves, they can make a move here.
Yeah, it was Anarchy who was really putting the pressure on that bottom art door, and Lily with the first blood, huge first blood. Fiddle responds with a second as well. Merity with the third, and just like that, round number 1 ends. I mean, it was just all so much map control from Sway that they were able to get. Merity was able to get pushed up into P2, so they really couldn't push the back steps at all. And then you had Anarchy over in P5 and in top maps, able to really lock down the middle of the map. You saw all of House Elves trying to make something happen out of bottom art, but the pre-fire was coming through. So just a really solid round there from Sway as we head into round number 2. I'm looking towards House Elves to do a lot of the same thing, really dominate the middle of the map and try and pin these Sway Ladies here back really in Art, just like they just got done to them.
Oh, already off the bat, I am starting to think that Sway Ladies might be able to just get this bomb down for free, as Kit Kat just not opting to peek right here. I think she's very cognizant of this player sitting towards open. In fact, enough where you could win the gunfight. Good shots in. Oh, that's unfortunate. The shots aren't quite good enough. Maybe a little bit of ping diff. Who knows what it was. But you're not able to win the gunfight, or maybe just a good old skill diff. But now Beauty left up in the 1 versus 3. She's not able to lay down the shots onto 1. And Sway Ladies, they're going to take away that round decisively. That's a 2-0 lead, and House Elves, not a good start that you want. This one's going away quick.
Yeah, you've got to stop the bleeding right now if you're a House Elves. You've lost 2 rounds on the trot, and that one was just there was no cohesion there. There was instant 2 down in favor of Sway. No trades coming through other than 1 late trade on to Anarchy after the 2 had already come through. So only 1 kill on the board for House Elves. They're going to need to turn that one around. They're on offense, see if they can make something happen. Looks like they're going to go back to that same strategy, hit bottom art fast, try and make something happen. Look, it's Merity in a strong position over towards P2 again. She's jumping around the doors, creating chaos for her team, but she's going to back up a little bit as the round comes to a stalemate. Beauty with the early gunfight. Lily with the rechow, able to get the trade, or get the kill, and that's first blood in favor of Sway.
First blood in favor of Sway. We'll see how things go on the remaining part of the round. As House Elves, they look to make a move here, but so far any move they make, it's a quick punishment and a swift one indeed, as already Sway Ladies with the advantage in the life count, and well, Merity is able to draw another blood, and quickly the firing squad lays down the shots. Sway Lady is able to walk away with that one decisively as well. House Elves, you need to get something moving. You need to do it now, as Lily already on a solid 4-0 there with the final kill. Merity lying in wait, ready to pounce at any moment, and this is where things start to run away from you.
Yeah, and you look at somebody like Merity, who just the last two rounds, she's just won ridiculous gunfights. I mean, that's just what you come to expect from a player like Merity. If you've watched any of her gameplay, that's just what she does. She just wins gunfights. Like, she's an incredible player, very smart player, but she just wins some gunfights that you just don't expect her to win. And just like that, she's puts her teammates in a position that they didn't expect to be in. Full P2 control for that side of Sway, as Emma does get that first blood, though, taking down Lily. So that could be huge if she's able to get rid of the threat of that streak. However, so Emma on the flank as well. That is 4-2 in favor of Sway. A nice round coming in here from, or 4-2 in favor of House Elves, as Emma with the turn on. They got one more player to deal with in Merity, as she is in open. Should be a pinch coming through here momentarily, as that's going to be Merity with 1. She's got to take down 2 more, though.
House Elves, so far, you have the man advantage, but now Merity is able to bring it to a 1 versus 1. 13 seconds left on the clock. Be the last woman up here. You just got to get the plant, but you can't. Sway Ladies with the chow in the end, and that one was so close. I feel like she might have known that she was waiting in open. Merity, though, with the 8-0, putting in the work in Beauty. She just cannot do anything in that situation. Absolutely fried. I feel like at that point, if you know that she's sitting in open, you might just go for the chow. You don't have the time. I mean it's just rough.
At some point, so you got to chow together. I mean, you just solo pinch there, and I mean, it was an easy read, especially if you don't have dead silence. It's like, make sure you're double chowing and secure that trade, lock in that round. As Lily and Co, they're moving fast into bottom art. This is a very aggressive defensive round coming out of Sway as they are up 4-0, and it is all down to KitKat on P2. Able to take down one, though. Could make this interesting. No, that is one coming out of double doors. 5-0 in favor of Sway, and everything in favor of Sway. Even a 1v4 out of Merity in this map so far.
Well, I mean, this is just where I don't really know what else to say. I mean, I feel like there's just a skill issue here, right? Like, Sway ladies, they are looking so dominant, and maybe it's momentum, maybe it's Albagra. You could chalk it up to a million different things, but at this point, if you're House Elves, you can't make excuses. You're going to be down 0-2, and you're going to have to solidify a reverse sweep on a triple hotel, so you've got to hope you're good at that map, but Sway Lady is already off the bat. A good start. Emma, though, able to draw the first blood. Is that going to be enough? Likely not with how things have been going. And as I say that, Sway Ladies, a big 2 comes through. It's going to be a 3-2 advantage right now as House Elves are looking to solidify some kind of defense here, but this is not an easy task. When at any point that you try to take a gunfight, you get absolutely fried. Don't do it to him with the pistol. Doesn't happen. Anarchy gonna drop, but quickly the trade inbound.
Yeah, the trade inbound, and that is going to secure a 6-0 sweep in the search and destroy for Sway. I mean, it was just dominant, right? The one round that it looked like House Elves had a real opportunity to win that round, Merity came up with a huge 1v4, and just other than that, it was just complete and utter dominance coming out of Sway. Every round they had you could tell they had a distinct plan of what they wanted to do. They had complete map control, and they were able to do anything that they wanted throughout that entire map, as well as, stemming from the first map. So, I mean, were they able to carry the momentum through? Sure, but also, really, you didn't see anything from House Elves to threaten them at all.
No. Nothing. There was no threat. There was literally zero threat. Sway Ladies, every time that they had any kind of opportunity for an opening, they capitalized off of it. Every time they got first blooded and made a mistake, they still came out on top of the round because somebody else got a 2-piece. So not only do you have star plays being made, but you just have inconsistencies across the board out of House Elves. And I get really, really worried for them going into this control. I'm not confident.
I'm not too particularly confident either, especially considering if you look at how good Sway have been at control over in the FPC. Again, this is the exact same roster that plays every single week over there as well. So if you look at their record in control, it's pretty darn good. They don't lose a lot of controls. They might lose a hard point here or there. They might lose some search and destroys, but I don't think they've lost very many, if any, controls. So it's going to be a tough task. You got a 3-night stay in hotel. So if you're House Elves, you got to find some momentum and find it quick and start making something happen. But I'm with you. I don't really see a lot of positive movement coming out of House Elves here through the first 2 maps, especially considering that map too. I mean, it got away from us so quickly. As again, your featured player Fiddle has just been. I mean, again, she's one of those players that you don't really notice too much on the map, but she does so much for her team in terms of opening up the map for her teammates, and also it's hard to quantify the IGL kind of team leader type of player, but that's exactly what she is. I mean, I expect her on this hotel to really guide the troops through the rest of this map, because that's kind of just what she does. She's able to just stay calm in those stressful situations, even though there really hasn't been that many so far in this match. But when there are, they lean on her heavily to guide them through them.
Yeah, I think she's probably like that IGL for the squad, if I were to take a guess, and honestly, that's an incredibly important role, so I'm curious to see what gaps she does fill on the control here. This is where things get a bit dicey on Hotel. Obviously, that B site, definitely the more difficult to capture, but sometimes you get those hotels where it's literally just offensive rounds, and well, off the bat, House Elves coming to fry, Emma to find a big two-piece Kit Kat, rounding it out for the third, and already the A presence looking strong, as Sway Ladies, they did not win the gunfights there, as number 7, though, that's Merity looking for the wrap around as Sway Ladies looking to hit from the front side as well. You got maybe one more shot at this before it's gone, and the kills are coming through. Verity able to stay up. It's the last-ditch effort, and you fail. That is not one way that you want to start your control off. You almost had that A site. Now you're pushed back once more.
Yeah, you're pushed back once more, but look at this B site. It is open. It is only going to be Fiddle here initially. She is going to be able to take down one. Lily on the cross to get to bottom bedroom and couches, so they take care of that push as well. Spawns flip back over towards the kitchen side, and it's Merity here going to be able to take care of one. Emma with the trade, though. She's going to be on the A zone. However, she's going to have company here in the form of a Fiddle herself. She's able to take her down. Lily responds. Lily with a second, and that is all Sway in the kill feed. You look at the top of your screen, it's 4-3, it's 3-1, 3-2. Everybody on Sway getting in on the action. Another 3 down, 4 down. Anarchy with 3 of them, as she's on a 5 streak, 6-1 to start on map number 3.
This is Anarchy. This is free range for Sway Ladies as they just look to continue to fry, and House Elves, they cannot get anywhere. The kills continue to come through. Verity looks to make the push on forward. It's one trade, but nonetheless taken down as Kit Kat trying to play her life, but such a difficult task when you've got an entire flurry of players right on you. The kills as well looking to be laid down. This is absolute decimation on round number 1. You get the 2 ticks on A if you're House Elves, and you gotta just have hope about that initial start where you were able to get those kills, and right now you need to find a way to at least do that more consistently to win some of those gunfights, because right now things are looking difficult.
Yeah, I mean, that was just all Anarchy and Merity, right? Like, that was Merity, I believe, stayed alive in kitchen for had to be 3.5 minutes. It felt like she was alive the whole time in kitchen. Anarchy with the, I believe it was an 8 or a 9 spree. I believe that spree is technically still going, because she was 6-1 at one point. Now she's 10-1. So I mean, obviously she hasn't died yet, and that's going to be a 4 push over towards the B side. Emma with 1, though. She's going to be alive in couches. Verity with 1 as well. Beauty takes down Merity, and Verity responds with the 4th onto Fiddle there as the side of House Elves. They lock down that B push. However, it is all Sway over at A.
All Sway over at A. I like that. That kind of rhymes, and it's fitting because they're all already getting those points of progress, and that is going to officially be the A side capture here soon, which, if they lock down, take advantage. There it is. Another minute on the clock, 2 time to work with as they look to make the approach over towards that B site. You have the opportunity to make the wraparound, but House Elves trying to find the crucial kills to cut them off. Beauty, a good job of doing so. But still, the damage already done. You got that 3 ticks in. It's 2 minutes left. Merity pushing things out and frying while doing it. Sway Ladies looking to make the approach towards B already. Lily PNG already on the hill.
Yeah, Lily's on the hill, but she's going to have an important gunfight with Verity. She's able to take her down, though, as that's going to be a stack coming through. The only player here to do anything about it is going to be Emma. She's able to get 1, not able to get a second, as that's Anarchy and Fiddle combined for that last kill there, as the second tick of progress coming through on the B. Anarchy with another kill there on couches. Lily with yet another slay out of Sway, as they are able to take round number 2 and a 2-0 advantage. Very quick and efficient offensive round coming on his way.
Well, it's looking like a bit of a slow start again for House Elves, I gotta say. Lily PNG 10-4. That's a KD that you also can't ignore, because so far that is an unbelievable KD, but I'm starting to believe it. I really, really am, considering how things have gone so far. At this point in House Elves, it's really all about the rebound of a century. I have not seen many teams get blown out like this in a long time. At least my time casting challengers, I never see this. This is like completely a different type of level. But then again, Sway Ladies living up to the achievements. They are the champions of the FPC in the past, and so they definitely have the caliber to win this one. You can see the gunfights being won truly miraculous and marvelous for them, as now you can see that the time already being accrued over towards that B site for Kit Kat, as we'll see if she's able to keep things alive, keep things going for House Elves, and the answer to that likely going to be a Swift Nova Beauty. She's the last one on the hill, the last one in the ground, face in the dirt. No dice on that one, but again, the A-site presence trying to be locked in by Verity and the rest of House Elves. This could be exactly what you need.
Yeah, they're definitely not going away at easy, but it's, oh well, maybe they are going away easy. It's another 3 down, 4 down for Sway, as Het's Lily started the map 1 a little bit slow, has come alive here in maps 2 and 3. She's 13-5, Anarchy 14-6, Merity 11-6. Just absolute dominance in the slaying department coming out of Sway, as Merity locking down the B zone. That's another 2 kills for Sway. Full map control in favor of the ladies in purple. As I mean, they're showing us why they are the champions of the FPC, and Anarchy with another 2, as Beauty does get the trade finally, but it's just all purple. You know, you want to see a pinstripe kill feed, but it's just not. It's just purple everywhere.
Yeah, they're proving why they're the best in the business. You can see the way that they're playing this one out is truly on a different level. Fiddle playing them like a fiddle, as House Elves cannot get out. They cannot get anywhere. It's a minute 20 left to work with, as now they try to make an A-site push, but Lily again going to try to be the cutoff woman to take it down. Does exactly that. 9-18. It's double lives for Sway Ladies. This is looking like a slow game, and it's also looking like a 3-0 on the horizon.
Yeah, 3-0 on the horizon. However, House Elves, they are able to lock in that B zone. I believe that was Beauty on the backside pinch that was able to get that done. But Anarchy and Merity, they don't care. They're locking down the A zone. 4 lives remaining for Sway, as we have some memes going on over towards the bottom bed side. I believe House Elves know what is coming. 2 lives remaining. Emma able to get 1, Beauty with another, but you still have a lot of work to do, as Emma on a pinch gonna try and make something happen here, as she's able to get a 3rd. This one isn't over yet. You've got some work to do, but they might
playing the music. Hey,
there we go. There we go. Right. The map is finally over, as Sway take a swift and rather dominant 3-0 performance here in the control, and a 3-0 on the series, as we see Fiddle, our featured player for map number 1, doing just that, getting the final kill of the series.
Yeah, Sway Ladies, I mean, if there's anybody that could win this tournament, I feel like it's got to be them. They have just been frying. You can see it right here. It's a solid 3-0, a very quick series, and well, you can see it also on the maps and modes. You can see it on the way that things have been scored out. It has truly been dominance out of them. And I mean, you look at the way that this one's played out. It is Fortress Hardpoint for Sway, an S&D, and then a control. All 3 modes, consistent dominance out of them, and there is no way around it. They are looking real good heading into round 2.
Definitely looking real good. I'm looking forward to that matchup with Gangi and in round number 2. That should be an absolute barn burner of a series. I'm looking, like I said, looking forward to it. I've seen it a couple times myself, and it's been incredible COD every single time. So that one will be coming here in just a little bit, as we will be going to a quick break here and reestablish as we get the lobby ready for match number 2.
Yeah, we're going to actually restart the stream here. We've been hearing there's some stuttering problems, so we're going to get that all fixed and good to go. And we're going to get that second match ready, so stay tuned. We're going to be back here in a bit. Don't go anywhere.
Hey Nate, how's life? I don't know. It's alright. I've been dealing with some things like every human being and really didn't sleep much last night. It's worth the dumb cold world out there. Kids, grab your coat. Spend a minute, I know now I'm back to wrong. Looking for the antidote. Where'd the beat go? Oh, ain't that something? Drums came in, you ain't see that coming. Hands on my head, can't tell me nothing. Got a taste of the fame and upon my stomach. Throw it back up like I don't want it. Wipe my face, clean up my vomit. OCD trying to push my buttons. I said don't touch it. Now y'all done it.